or good afternoon, depending on where you are. This is another episode of Liquid Health News, and I'm your host, Jefferson Nunn. And this is our first broadcast in 2021. We're still organizing ourselves and working on getting our shows off the ground. We will work on getting more notifications out there about our shows, and we invite participation in our shows. These shows are intended to be a live broadcast at a live summit. Anybody is welcome to present questions, and we will answer to the best of our abilities, or perhaps find answers that could be found out there. I'm doing these broadcasts from home, so you can see my delightful son, Andy. And yes, during this time of the pandemic, life has been hard on all of us, especially on people that are exposed to toxins within the environment. And that's what the subject of this show is about, is how to understand and try to better remediate and to treat our various problems from toxins in the environment. Um, there's been a lot of misunderstandings about how toxins in the environment can potentially harm or hurt us. And to that end, I would invite people to read liquidhealth.news. We publish articles on there every day about different, problems that are out there and also different solutions to these problems. For example, millions of Americans right now are drinking water contaminated with toxic PFAS, um, which is a substance I can't even pronounce, but apparently if you ingest it, it can cause major problems with your immune system being suppressed, meaning diseases are now more able to attack your body and to potentially kill you. So that's one potential problem. There are many others. So, uh, it can be quite disconcerting on how do you manage this, how do you treat this, how do you remediate from this, and that was why myself and several others started the Biotoxin Foundation. We started this in 2020 in an effort to better understand the toxins that are in the environment and how to better recover from those toxins. Why should you listen to me? I'm someone that has been exposed to toxins, and over a period of 2 years, I tried to understand what was harming my body. I went to many doctors, all of which didn't have adequate answers for me. I explored many different treatment methods in an attempt to understand how to treat this. So I was in a position where I didn't really have a clue in the beginning. And now I have a better understanding of, how toxins in the environment can hurt and how, how it can be just very hard to get information about this. And it's really been uh, difficult, even in my own case, and then in other people's cases, it's been even more difficult. And here we are. today. It's frustrating to be told, in some cases, as these people have been told, that they're making it up, when in fact later they can provide a test result that actually shows that toxins are in their body, and the toxins came in through the environment. So these things are very, very real. And I've read posts like this one. This person is getting seizures due to mold toxicity. And they're being told by the doctor that this is simply not possible. Actually, it is possible. Because what happens when you get toxins in your body is that it's in your bloodstream and it's circulating all throughout the body. Recently, scientists were amazed that, this pandemic, this virus, also goes throughout the entire body because it attacks the bloodstream. The blood vessel cell walls is what it attacks. And, well, you have that all throughout your body. So imagine if you have a breakage in your brain, there you go. You can now have seizures as a result of this. So the answer is yes. Toxins that are in your body can present as a variety of different symptoms and diseases. Um, there's another person that was cleaning a house. They noticed that the carpet all throughout the house has mold everywhere. And this lady now has stage 4 cancer. And she's wondering what to do. The answer would be to remediate the mold as quickly as possible. Certainly, having mold in your environment is going to make it very difficult to recover from any kind of a disease, let alone cancer. So, somebody's wondering if ozone can be useful for washing clothes. The answer there is yes. Ozone, not in your body. I don't recommend necessarily ozone treatment in your body. But ozone for cleaning clothes can be good because ozone is actually what they use to treat um, a variety of mold that are in houses. That said, when this ozone generator is going, you want to make sure that you're not in the same room because ozone in your bodies is not necessarily a good thing. So there's another question that came up recently. Can you always smell mold? Not every single mold can produce a smell. There are some molds that do not present with any smell. On top of that, there's something to consider. When mold is attached to a particular substance, such as a copper pipe, or such as wood, or drywall, or just whatever random thing is lying around. If mold is growing on that, there's elements of that, whatever substance is, that can be pulled in by the mold and that can be attached to mold spores. And as those mold spores fly throughout the house, you can end up breathing in or ingesting whatever that substance is as well. That's something else to think about. Now, this other person here is wondering, what are the different ways that, because they're feeling tired, how can they more naturally get more energy? One of the ways is actually among things like multivitamins is to do, B12, vitamin B12. It comes in as a droplet form. You just place some under the tongue, and B12 being an enzyme can help the body produce more energy naturally. There's also, if you're looking for an alternative to coffee, because coffee a lot of times has a lot of solvents and things like that in it. So if you're looking for an alternative to coffee, one of the good alternatives can be the Crew, CRUU, Brio. It's made from cacao, all natural cacao, and so it can be a lot better than coffee. This person here is wondering, can there be a variety of muscle issues, tremors and things like that as a result of toxins in the environment? And the answer is yes, because toxins go throughout the entire body. It can go through the muscles. It can go through the muscles all throughout your legs and your arms. And, well, there's a war going on, right? The cells are trying to stay alive. The toxins are killing the cells. There's a war going on. So, yes, there could be tremors or muscle tensing or muscle weakness. There's a supplement that can help with that. It's called glycine. Glycine is one of the important building blocks within muscles. And if you take glycine, it comes in capsule form. It can provide the body with, that nutrient that it needs to rebuild or to repair the muscles. So that's something that can help. So if anybody has questions, I would encourage, posting to the show page. You can join us on our Zoom link. You can join us through a variety of ways to ask those questions, and I would be more than happy to help. Um, so in the interim, this is just going to be uh, a short show today. What we're going to try to do for the next week is to get more information out there about how the show works, how you can join on and ask questions on this show. We encourage interviews as well. If there's somebody that you want us to interview, we will reach out to that person and to attempt to conduct an interview live, and it'll be recorded and rebroadcasted as well. Again, my name is Jefferson, and this is Liquid Health.